More retail stores closed in the first 3 months of this year than in all of last year. There's a retail apocalypse going on. What does this mean for our society and for our economy? Check it out, leave your comments, ding the bell, and subscribe to our channel. Retail apocalypse, and apparently this is not, that phrase is no exaggeration. In the first 3 months of this year, January, February, March of this year, 5,994 stores closed across the United States. In all of last year, it was only 5,800 stores. So far this year, 59, almost 6,000 stores have closed. And they're predicting that by 2026, another 7 years down the road, that 75,000 retail stores will close. Now, is this evidence of some sort of really sick, twisted, dysfunctional monopoly that is basically running and owning the retail sector? Or is this the consequence of something else? I mean, what is going on here? Is it just Amazon literally wiping out America's retail sector? And if so, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, you know, the fact of the matter is that for many of us, and I'll tell you, I'm in that category, I do more online shopping than I do in retail stores. Now, why would that, you know, one of the things that I like about online shopping is that I can see how people review products. I learn a lot from those reviews. You can't get that if you walk into a store. I mean, it used to be, back in the old days, like literally 30, 40 years ago, you would walk into a store and into a retail store, and somebody would come up and help you out and say, you know, what can I tell you about the products? And they were knowledgeable about the things in the store. Yeah, those days are pretty much dead. So we're seeing now shopping malls, and I remember as a parent when one of our kids was going through her teenage years. I mean, this was like, 20 plus years ago, 25 plus years ago. And the thing to do was to go to the mall, to the shopping center. Louise used to drive her and her friends down there, and then she'd double back, and if she caught them smoking, she'd put them all back in the car and take them home and chew them out. But it was like that was, the mall was the social thing. Now, we've been talking about, the death of the bowling league forever. How basically our entire, our social systems, essentially, in the United States have been falling apart. The death of the bowling league was published in the early 2000s, as I recall, about how television is causing people to basically just kind of suffer in silence. We're no longer participating in our local events. We're no longer joining the Elks and the Moose. We're no longer, going bowling together, because we sit around watching TV. Now, the average person has, 4 to 5 hours of screen time every day? We're not just watching TV, we're watching our phones, we're online, we're doing all these other things. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Is this a major social change or not? I mean, what is going on here with the death of retail?